Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Jakks Pacific Sonic the Hedgehog Shadow the Hedgehog, which is my favorite Sonic character because he's just so cool. He's like the Akuma of Sonic, if that makes any sense. It's pretty good. It's about the same as Sonic, not surprisingly. It's mostly the same figure, so that's okay. Well, it's not really it's not. Okay, it's similar. That's what I should have said. But anyway, it's a pretty cool figure, especially for $10. I don't think you can beat it, but I'm going to review it anyway, so please don't leave and go buy it just because I already said that. Please watch the rest of the review. This guy stands to roughly where the top of his head would be, about 3 3/4 inches. I'm not going to count that top spike because that wouldn't be good for scaling purposes. That's going to make him about 9.5 centimeters. Let's see how he is up against Sonic, height-wise. They should be pretty much the same. I know this isn't technically the Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic based on the kicks, but that's okay. He's got the lankiness of him, so I guess kind of, whatever. Shadow's actually a little bit shorter, which is kind of a bummer to me. They should be more about the same size, I think, right? Why is Shadow so short? What happened? All you Sonic people out there who are watching this who know more about Sonic characters than I do, should Shadow be that short? Let me know. Okay, let's talk about the figure, but first let's talk about the question of the day. Which version of Sonic, not the game, but the actual character design, is your favorite? For me, it all goes back to Sonic Adventure 2. That was my biggest Sonic game by far. I played the poo out of that game, so I like that one the most. And then I would have to say after that, I would put Smash Brothers. Okay, let's talk about the aesthetic on this guy. It has more paint on it than Marvel Legends figures typically do, so that's pretty good. His little chest tuft is painted. His gloves are painted, the black, red, and the gold. Same thing for the boots. He has the red paint throughout his hair. I'll show you that more in a second. His ears, his eyes, there's a lot of paint on this guy. Is it super clean? Definitely not, but it is there and it's not terrible. You can see his chest could definitely be a lot more opaque. It's not great. It's okay. The gloves are also a little bit fuzzy, a little bit iffy, but the gold is nice, so that's okay. The shoes are done well enough. Again, it's not great, but for a $10 figure, it's pretty good. And then we do have the red lines on his arms and legs. That's a nice detail to not overlook. Very happy with that. They even put some paint on the bottom of his shoes, which is pretty nice for a $10 figure. For his face, they got the red in there for the top of his eyes. That's awesome. The mouth is painted, not perfectly, but okay. The paint work between the red or the yellow and the white is pretty good. It's not great. There's another version of him that comes with a different accessory. I don't have it on me right now, but it's in the other part of the room. Anyway, they're painted roughly the same quality, but the other one looked worse, so that's why I opened this one. Anyway, they're about the same figure. You're gonna have to just hope that you get a good one. But this one is painted pretty well. The eyes are nice. The ears are iffy as usual. But the red line work on the back here definitely could be more opaque, but it's not bad. They definitely did a decent job overall, especially for the $10 price point. Sculpt is good, other than he's a little bit short, I think. It's not bad. I will say, sculpt-wise, I don't know why we have these two hands. They don't really make sense for anything. At least fist hands, but I definitely would have preferred he had an open hand like this and a Chaos Emerald as an accessory. So spoiler alert, he doesn't have that. Aesthetically though, not bad. I will give it an 8 out of 10. That's pretty good for $10. That's really good. But obviously the paint is pretty sloppy and iffy in a lot of places. Now as far as accessories go, this guy only has this 10 coin ring thing, which... Are there coins in Sonic games now? I thought they were always rings. Or is this just a ring that has the middle part filled in so that the 10 can be there? I don't know. I don't know enough about Sonic to know what this is. The other one does come with 3 rings. I wish I could have opened that. Well, I guess I'm going to open them both anyway, but I didn't open it for the review. So yeah, I don't know. Accessory-wise, 2 out of 10. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a 10 out of 10. Get it? Because of the coin thing. But you guys can let me know what that's all about. Because again, I'm not the biggest Sonic buff. I've only played Sonic Adventure 2 and a handful of other games. So I don't know that much. Okay, so let's talk about the articulation on this guy. The head only has a swivel really, and his head is solid PVC. It's very heavy. Just like Sonic, it's relatively difficult to get him to balance. Can be done, but it does limit posability quite a bit. Arms have Basically the same joints as Sonic. They are not the same arms. I said earlier they were the same, like the whole body is basically the same. It's not. Maybe the legs, but I don't even think the legs are. They look skinnier. They are skinnier. Okay, so the shoulders have the hinge in there that lets you raise them up and down, and then you have the rotation. So pretty limited, but you could get some posing done. The wrists have a ball peg, which gives you very limited range, but it is there. Hips are functionally the same as Sonic. They can go back, they can go forward, and you do have the rotation. Knees have a 90-degree bend right there, and technically rotation in the knee as well, though that's hardly useful and not sculpted to be useful at all. And then lastly, for the ankle, it's just a ball peg, which will help you keep his feet on the table. And that's about it. It's very basic. $10 figure, it's acceptable. Articulation's gonna get a 7 out of 10. It's fine, but definitely needs to be a lot better to get a higher rating. They could have done better things at the same price point, like didn't need more molding or anything like that. Just better engineering. Like, these are very strangely designed, but it's fine for 10 bucks. Okay, so time for the final verdict. Is it a really, really good figure? No, of course not. It's never going to be a 10 bucks, but is it a good figure for 10 bucks? Yes, I think so. I think most of you will enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I do think it's worth it. I'm going to give it a final rating of 7 to 8 out of 10. I don't like his accessory. This particular release, if for some reason you have to get the one that comes with the 10 ring coin thing, you're getting kind of shafted. The one with the 3 rings is a much better accessory. He'd get an 8. This one gets a 7 to 8 if you don't care about accessories. But yeah, paintwork's good enough. Articulation is passable. Sculpt is good enough. I'm happy to have it. It's pretty all right. He is a little bit short though too, so I'm leaning personally more towards a 7. But if you guys want to do 8, hey, you can do that. You can do that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down too, that's okay. And if you haven't subscribed, I really encourage you to do so, because I do have new videos just about every single day. It's pretty much every day but Wednesday. Sometimes I shift that around, but it's pretty much every day but Wednesday. And for those days, I do have over 4,000 videos already on the channel. There are plenty for you to look at, so make sure you come back for all that good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.